Okay, today topic is methods deals with objects. Methods deals with objects. Deals with objects. Okay, in the last session we done the basics of the methods, right? Like the syntax and everything we done uh, with the methods. So today the first thing is in the real time scenarios. In the real time, the methods deals with the objects only. Methods deals with methods deals with objects only. Methods deals with objects. Okay, so for example, like I will give one assignment like write a Java program, write a method to print the student data, to print the student data. So in that case, how will you write the program student data? Okay, in that case, how will you write the program? Normally, we will write the public class. Okay, we will take two classes. One is the test class, and then from here to here, this is the scope of the test class. Write a method to print the student data, meaning here we will take one more class, the class and then student, and then here this is the scope of the student. Here we will pass the student properties, string name, next student ID. Okay, string ID. Okay, so here I will create one method. Here I will create one method, that is void m1 method. Any method I will take one method here, and my requirement is write a method to print the student data, right? So I am taking one method. This is the class, right? This class I am passing as a parameter of this method. So that is the thing actually. Are you guys clear with my point? This is the student, right? The student is having the properties like string name and integer ID. Okay, what I am doing, so I can take like this also. For example, if I take the method m1 method, so I can take like this also, like string name, comma, integer ID. I can take like this also. I can pass the same parameters like this also. Okay, you can pass the two ways. One is by passing the parameters with all the properties. Second way is direct you can pass with the object. But we can assume here this student is having the two properties only. In case of two properties, the student is having like 10 or 15 properties. So in that case also, this is the recommended way to write the multiple parameters. No, not at all recommended. Okay, instead of passing multiple parameters, we can directly pass the object as the parameter. That is the thing you should remember. This is the recommended way. Are you guys clear with my point? I will take here example, then through that I can explain. Basically, you can pass the parameters in two ways of student properties. Okay, if you take the m1 method, I can pass this one like a string name and then int id. This is the one way. Okay, by using these properties I can print the data. But in case of two properties, if the student is having the multiple properties like 200 not 200 300, so if I go with this approach, what will happen? It will increase the lines of code. So I need to take like this. I need to take like this 200 properties. Okay, this is the approach number one, but this is not recommended approach. This is the approach number one, but this approach is not recommended. Approach number one, this approach is not at all recommended. Are you guys clear with my point? So instead of passing this approach, what I am doing, so I make one object for this student, and this object I will pass as a parameter to the methods. So this is the recommended way. Void m1 method, and then this is the scope of the m1 method. Now what I am doing, student is the class, right? I will create the object of that one, and that object I will pass as the parameter to this object. So that is the thing. Student is now this object which is holding all the properties of the student class. This is the recommended way. This way is not at all recommended. Okay, this is the recommended way. So my requirement is also write a method to print the student data. Okay. HP charger ఉందా ఎవరన్నా? HP. This is clear, guys. What I'm telling. So you can pass, you can write the program this way, but this is way is not at all recommended. In the real time, every method you can deal with the objects only. Every method you can deal with the objects only. Okay. The same program I will take. I will write here and then I will show you. So I will take the package with methods. Control N is the shortcut, and you can look for the package. You will get the package. Click on the package, and here you can give the name. I am giving the name is methods. Okay. Okay. So the package got created, and you click Control N. You will get here. You can create one class. I am creating the class is test class. Okay. You can look for the class. Select the class, give the class name is anything. Okay, test class, demo class, anything you can give. In my case I am giving test class. Okay, this is the class. Okay, inside this class I am taking one more class. The class name is student. From here to here, this is the scope of the class, and here I am taking two properties. Not only two, you can take anything. String name and int id. These are the two properties. These are the two properties. Okay. Here I am taking the main method. Normally every program execution started for the main method. So normally will be having the main method, and here I am taking one more method, that is the void print data. The method name is print data. The method names also you can take anything. Print data, and from here to here, this is the scope of the method. Now what I am doing, this is the class, right? This class properties I am passing as a input to this method. So student is this name, you can give anything. Are you guys clear with my point? This reference variable name you can give anything. You can give anything, right? And I am taking two parameters. Here what I am doing, I am saving this one. Here what I am doing, system.out.println, and then this is the name, right? S dot s dot name, and then I will do the concatenation, and then s dot id. S dot id. Are you guys clear with my point? I am passing as a parameter. Parameters meaning parameters are the values which will give input to the method. Parameters are the values which will give input to the method. So here I am object as I am taking as a parameter. I am giving input to this method. Print data is the method. I am giving this object as an input to the method. Now this object is holding the two values, name and id. If I am not, every object will maintain copy of the instance variables, right? If I am not initialize any values, then it will print by default values. Then it will print by default value. As of now is clear. I am taking two classes, and the student is having the properties. These properties I am passing as an input to the print data method. As of now is clear. Now you guys tell me, this is the instance method or static method? Instance method. So by default the JVM don't execute the our custom methods. Okay. So how will you call this custom method? By creating the object. Okay. I'm say simply can create the object new test, and then this is the object got created. This object you can store in some reference variable t equal to test, right? T equal to test. Okay. And if I call the t dot print data method, print data method, if I call the print data method, then what it is showing, here we need to pass the parameters. So simply we can t dot we can look for the printed data student object, yes, and then we can create the object for the student, new mm, student, and then this student we can store with some reference variable. Okay, now we can assign the values. I'm assigning the values with some variables like Krishna, and then s dot id equal to some values I'm giving. Okay, the variables got initialized, and then now I need to print the method. We can call it t dot print data and then control s. And if I save this one, you can get the data run as Java application. We are getting the data as Krishna and 100. Krishna and 100. Are you guys clear with my point? What I'm doing? So object got created, and if I initialize the, if I am not initialize the values, for example, if I delete this one, then what you will get? You will get the default values. You will get the default values. So simply I am running this one, and then run a Java application. You will get the default values. Instead of getting the default values, if you want to initialize your own values, you can give your own names like name, some any name you can give, and then you can give other name some, uh, and then s dot id. So this way is the very important. Okay, so we are taking as the I would say class is in different file. We will take in different file. This data we will pass as input to the one method. Okay, there we will perform some operations, and then we will call those operations in the main method. We will call those operations in the main method. Okay, in the real-time scenario, this is the only recommended approach. This is the only recommended approach. Okay. Okay, next thing is, so there we will be having multiple combinations actually. So we try with multiple combinations. These all were we done in the last session. So this is the one's general session. So second type is with return type. So as of now we done with without return type. This is without return type, right? So if you want to with return type, so in that case, how will you do simply? So I'm removing these all the things. Okay. As of now, where we have the two classes. One is the test class. Second one is the student class. Okay. So in the previous, the first case, we see we seen with without written type. Now we'll see with the I am taking the string and the method name is print data. Okay, print data. The same thing. I am taking scope of this one and I am passing object as an input. Input the object can take anything. Okay. Why it is throwing the error? If the method has the return type, the method has to return the same value. The method has to return same value, right? So simply now we need to create the object for the student. New student, new student equal to, we can, I'm calling this class in this method. So simply you can mention with p, and this student data type is the student. Okay, and then now we can return p. We can return p. This is the thing. But we are writing in the main method, right? No, we won't write the main method. This is the one method and this is the another method. Okay, always if you want to write any method, we can write out of the main method only. This is the one method and this is also one method, right? So always you can write another method. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? This is the one method and this is the one method. So don't write one method inside the another method. This is the custom method and this is the predefined method. Okay. Now the object code. The object. Um, mm, mm, Adi. So basically, here the print data return type also you can take as the class name. Okay, the class name, and then it has to return the p. It has to return the p. Now this is having two properties, right? Now in this case, if you not initialize any values, it will print by default values. By default values, right? For example, I will initialize the values with p name equal to some name. I am giving some Raju, and then I'm giving some name, and then here also I'm giving p dot id equal to, I'm giving some number id. Okay, I'm initializing with these values. This is the custom method, right? So I will call the custom methods with the help of creating the object for the current class. So we can create the object with new dot test, and then we can store this one in some reference variable, and this reference variable data type is the test. Okay, now we can call by using this one. You can call by using this one, t dot print data method. T dot print data method, right? T dot print data method. But if you want to print the statements, you can mention with the, you can mention in sysout statement. You can mention in sysout statement. You can take the sysout statement, and here you can pass this one, print data, and in that case also you will get only print data. This data will be displayed on. You can take the sysout statement. Here you can mention p dot name and p dot id. P dot name and then p dot id. then only the the data will be displayed. Okay, p dot id. Now you can save the file and then you can run the file. You can run the file. Raju and 500. Raju and 500. Okay. So this is the recommended approach. This is the recommended approach. Are you guys clear with my point? Okay. Okay. In this case, if you observe here, that they will create one object here. Student is the class name, and then they will create object with here they will create the object, and they are calling the method here. They are calling the method here. Okay. So the same thing in the real time scenario, every method deals with the object only. So the student, the class details, you can make it as the object, and that object will pass. We will give input to the method. Okay, this is the recommended way. Okay, in the real time scenarios, I will show you some examples. For example, uh, in the real time examples, I will show you. This is the project, right? In the project, where you have some services. If I open the services, these many details we have, right? So bank account holder and bank account holder configurations. Okay, I will close these all files. So I'm taking two files. Simply I'm going to services where we have the two classes. I'm clicking on the configuration holder. You observe bank account holder is the one class, and the class name is the bank account holder configuration is the class name. Okay, this class name is having the properties like holder name, account number, and then third one is the REST API. Three things. Okay, this class is having the three properties. And if you guys observe, this is the class, right? If I go to this bank account holder, these are we have the activate method, deactivate method. That class name I am passing as an input to these methods. Are you guys observe? So this is the thing. In the real-time scenarios, we will do like this one, where we will take the some other methods like activate method, deactivate method, modified method, and update method. That class name I am passing as a input to these methods. If you see here, update is the one method, and I am using that method, and I am calling those properties. Configuration is the object. This object is holding all the properties. I am using this object and I am calling those properties. Configuration dot holder name, configuration dot account number, and configuration dot rest API. I am calling those. I am calling those properties, and I am initializing current class instance variables. And are you guys clear with my point? I am calling those properties, and I am initializing. I am initializing the current class instance variables. So this way we will use the properties. We will take the properties in one file. That properties we will pass as an input to the in another file. These all are this in the services you can deal all the methods deals with the objects only. All the times we will do like this only. All the times we will do like this only. If you take employee class configurations, if I take the employee configuration, now employee uh, employee, the class name is the employee configuration. Here we will be having the properties like employee name, employee id, and then where we have the employee secret, and then we have the rest API. We have taken the four properties, right? If I go with the employee implementation, now you guys observe, activate is the one method, deactivate is the one method, modified is the one method, and we have the update is the one method, right? So these all the methods I am passing as a object as input, object as the input. So this is the way. This is the way in the real-time scenarios we can deal with the methods with objects. We can deal with methods with object. Okay? Are you guys clear with my point? So this is the recommended approach. Okay? Instead of taking the parameters, I can pass the parameters also, but that approach is not entirely recommended. This is the simple way. I would say this is the recommended way. Okay, so simply the next thing here it is, methods deals with the objects. Uh, from starting onwards, we are discussing about the method, right? That is the predefined method. Predefined method, public, static, void, main, and then where we have the strings, and then scope of the args. Okay, arguments. This is the scope of the args. This is the scope of the block. Now this is also main method. This is also one method, right? So the method syntax. Whenever you are declaring the method should be the method. We need to mention return type. So this method is having the return type or not? Yes. Void is the return type. Next thing is method name. So in this case, the method name is the main. The method name is the main, and the parameters is optional. So in this case, we are passing as array as the parameter. Okay, and this one is the static method, and this one is the access specifier. In the Java, we have the full access specifier. That is the different topic. Okay, access specifier. So we'll see one by one. If you see, public is the keyword. Access specifier, which will indicate the particular entity can be accessed from the any location. Main method should be declared as a public, so that JVM can execute the main method from any location. This is the access specifier topic. As of now, we can day after tomorrow, we will discuss about the access specifier. Then we'll get the clarity of the access specifier. So as of now, we will discuss this. Why? Because we done with the arrays topic we done, and the strings topic we done. So methods topics we done, right? So as of now, we will discuss with these words. Okay, next one is the static. Basically, static is the keyword modifier which indicates the particular method can be accessed directly by using the class name. Main method should be declared as the static so that JVM can access main method directly by using the class name. Okay, this is the main method. Whenever once the method declared with the static, then we can say that is the static method. Static methods you can directly access by using the class names. Class names, okay, so that's they are telling basically the JVM execution starts from the main method only. Okay, for example, here we have the main method, right? The first it will come to here, fourth line it will come. So where the method is available, main method, so there only it will start the execution. First it will come to the fourth line, okay, fine, and then next it will go to the sixth line, and where we have the constructor, right, and we are calling the p name, and we are calling this one. So based on that it will go to there, and it will read in the JVM. Basically it will come from top to bottom. Okay, first it will come to the main method, and then based on this it will go to the sixth line and seventh line and eighth line and ninth line like that. Okay, so that is the thing. Next, void is the return type. If the method don't want to return anything, you can mention with void. The same thing here also. Void is the keyword return type which indicates particular method doesn't return any value. JVM not expecting any value to return from main method. So that main method should have return type void as void. Okay. Next thing is main. Main is the method name. Main is the name of the method identifier, or you can say identifier, which is fixed according to the Sun Microsystems JVM implementation. As of now is clear. So these words already we done in the yesterday session. Like what does it mean by void, what does it mean by static, and what does it mean by main method, the method name. Okay, the same thing here also. The same. They make the sentence with the same meaning. Okay. Next one is parameters. So in the main method we are passing as the parameter strings args, right? This meaning parameters of main method are mainly used to accept the command line argument to resolve the problem of hard coding. Problem of hard coding. So like whatever the statements we have given inside the thing, all the statements will be stored in the this one, and you can read the data from the keyboard also by using the command line arguments. You can read the data from the keyboard by using the command line arguments as well. And where we have the another thing, that is the system.print.alone. So already we done the discussion with the dot operator. What does it mean by dot operator? Dot operator, which is the operator which is used to access the class members. Okay, class, what does it mean by class? Class can be declared with variables and methods. If you want to access the specific method, if you want to access the specific variable, so you can, how will you call? You can put the dot and then you can call. If you see here in this program, this class is having two properties, right? This class is having two properties. If I want to call, dot meaning I am calling the name and I am initializing. Dot meaning I am calling the ID and I am initializing. Are you guys clear with my point? That is the operator which is used to call. Call or invoke. The both words meaning is the same. Call or invoke, the both words meaning is the same. I am calling that. Dot is the operator which is used to call the class members. The class members might be constructor, might be methods, might be variables, anything. Now, first statement, if you see system.out.println is the statement used to display the message on the monitor or console. Okay. Now, system is the predefined class available in the java.lang package. So basically, I will show you this one, like where we have some documents, right? Java SE8, Java SE8. If I click on it, you will get java.lang package, Java and L. Long number object package, then runtime, short, string buffer. If you see system, if I click on the system, so this is the information about the system. Like system is the predefined class. The system is having the like a super class of the object. Okay, this is the hierarchy. So first one object is the parent class and system is the child class. System is the child class. Okay, if you see here, The system class contains the several useful class fields and methods. It cannot be initiated. These are all the methods. Like if I come down, if you see these all the methods, like clear property method, console method, current time is method, exit method, GC method. These all are the methods. Nano time line, get properties. If you click on the statics, all the methods are showing here. So some methods, the system class also inherit from object class. What are the methods? In the object, basically we have the 11 methods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 methods. Object have only 11 methods. These whatever the methods is having the object class, these methods you can use any class. In the Java, you can use any class, these methods. Okay, so here also it is using some, you can use any these methods you can use any class. Some, these are the I would say fields, you can say properties of the system class. So the same thing they are saying, out is the reference variable of the print stream class, and which is holding the object of print stream declared in. So now out is the reference variable. Okay, out is the reference variable. Next thing is method, println method. Println is the instance method of the print stream class, and if you want to access this method, we must create an object for the print stream class, but we don't need create of print stream class, because object of print stream class is already created in the system class. System class, right? Public static final, and then print stream out of. This println method which is available in the print stream class. Okay, and then out is also available in the print stream, but this print stream method is, this class is available in the system. So that's why we are accessing we are accessing system dot out dot println. System is the class. System is the class. In this system we have the print stream class also. So that's why we are calling the out variable. This out variable is available in the print stream class, and println is method is also available in the print stream. So how we are accessing? We can accessing by using the dot operator. We can access by using the dot operator. So dot operator which is used to access the class members of the class. Okay, that is the thing. So that is the thing. So today we done how to deal the methods with objects. How to deal the methods with objects. Okay. So what you guys will do today? You can take one student out of the class, and we can take one method, and you can pass that class details input to that method, and you can print the data, and you can display on the console. Okay. So in the real time, we will deal with methods with the objects only.